Aquarius, this is going to be your July Cancer new moon reading. Did I say Capricorn? I meant Aquarius. I just filmed Capricorn. Emperor is showing up here. Aries energy, just as a sidebar, I don't know why, but I get a lot of overlap between Aries and Aquarius energy. So maybe you have some Aries placements, maybe you're dealing with an Aries. Okay, if you are some type of boss, supervisor, entrepreneur, you own your own business, you are taking on too much. Okay, Spirit is saying get some things off of your plate here with this 10 of Wands energy. Delegate, prioritize, okay, put some things on the back burner if you can. 5 of Coins showing up, which just showed up actually in part of the Capricorn reading. So again, if you have Capricorn placements, do go back and look at that. May have been alluding to some financial ups and downs or challenges, if not related to literal financial or material matters. It could be talking about feeling sort of unsupported. This is the metaphorical feeling left out in the cold card, maybe feeling a little bit ungrounded, okay? And you may just want to like watch your spending with this card, okay? Because again, it can talk about sort of either like a big financial expense, right? Something that sort of puts a dent in your account, or, you know, maybe, I mean, obviously lots of people are having financial ups and downs right now, depending on work situation, cost of goods, right, etc. Okay, we have the Page of Knives, Son of Knives coming out here. That I feel like this is you, okay? And this is so interesting. This deck is so interesting. This is the Black Tarot, all right? A very atypical images of the cards, right? With this, I just get with this particular Son of Knives, and again, because it's air, it's swords energy, it's air, it's your energy. There's an element here of like diving deep, right? It looks like he's you know, fishing basically, right? Spear fishing, is that what you call it? I don't know. I don't even know where that came from because I have no idea what that is. Never did it before. Maybe I've seen it in a documentary or something. But, right, he's looking for sustenance, right? And that's what I'm getting for you as well. But it feels more so internal. Some of you, okay, with this 5 of Coins energy, it could be talking about like work-related stuff. Okay, looking for a job. Some of you specifically may work in like tech or communications here, okay, which, you know, I know tech is tricky right now, right? Used to be very, what do you call it? You know, that used to be a fast track to success. Not so much anymore, right? With the advent of AI, but I digress. 2 of Wands, which also showed up in Capricorn in the pre-shuffle and came out for Sagittarius. So if you are dealing with a Sag or a Capricorn, or again, you have those placements, you can watch these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. See, this depiction of the 2 of Wands very much reminds me of the Fool card, with how the figure here is perched on the edge of this cliff in contemplation, right? In the Fool, they're getting ready to take that leap of faith, take that risk, take that chance. Not literally, metaphorically, right? They're not literally jumping off a cliff unless, I guess, they're crazy. But with this 2 of Wands, it's like you're contemplating something. You know, you're thinking about which direction it is that you want to go. Spirit is saying you're ready, that you're ready for the next level. You're ready for the next stage, the next chapter. You may not be feeling that way, right? With this 5 of, you may not feel like you're prepared. Maybe you feel like you don't have everything you need. Again, you may not feel like you have the material resources or support that you need. But try not to worry about that, right? I know that that's easier said than done. I'm just getting a vibe here of like, you have your part to do and Spirit has their part to do, right? So there's a little bit of effort required on your part, and there's faith required on your part that Spirit will take care of the rest, okay? Let's see what we have coming out at the top here. The 7 of Knives. Okay, so which is Aquarius energy. Okay, so I'm getting that this is you. Okay, this is about not lying to yourself, maybe about what you want, where you want to be, where you want to go, right? It's like if you are not honest with yourself, if you don't say pay attention to your intuition or listen to your intuition, you run the risk of getting into an 8 of Swords situation here, right? Feeling stuck or stagnant. And again, I picked up, we didn't see the card, but I picked up on 8 of Swords energy in Capricorn's reading just before yours. So you may really want to go look at that, okay? And then you have the 9 of Wands. Aquarius, okay? I'm getting that you're hiding, okay? Or there may be a little bit of like fear or trepidation here with this 9 of Wands. It's both of these cards together, okay? The 7 of Knives, the 9 of Wands. I just heard playing small, okay? And keep in mind what your energy is about, Aquarius, right? You are the aliens of the zodiac. You are about, it is about your uniqueness, right? That's what Aquarius energy reminds us collectively about, right? Is about our individual uniqueness, okay? And how our individual identities combine together for the collective good, right? But I'm just getting here that, again, with these, it's almost like, no, I don't really want that, right? Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I don't really want to be in the spotlight, but it's more so, it's not because it's like afraid of being seen, right? Afraid of being seen in the fullness of who you are. Not because you don't really want it, but there's like something that comes along with it that, again, is sort of causing some fear or trepidation. You know, the advice when the Fool comes up, which again, we don't see it, but I'm feeling that energy, is you face the fear and you do it anyway, right? I know that's easier said than done, but that's the truth, my friend. That's the truth. Let's get a Moonology card to close this out. I just saw emotions are running high. I don't know about anybody else, but today has felt like a particularly emotional day. The moon is actually no longer in Cancer, right? The new moon was yesterday. And so the moon is now in Leo. Okay, but for some reason, I just keep feeling, look at that! You got the new moon in Cancer card. Actually, 2, but we're going to go, okay, and new moon in Aries. It's time to take action, and you and your loved ones are safe. Which, again, this reading is for the new moon in Cancer. It's just coincidental, right? I don't believe in coincidence, that the new moon in Cancer card came out, and the new moon in Aries. I've only been reading one for the other signs, but I guess, okay, I will read both for you. Aries, Aquarius, which I said earlier. I get overlap between the two, I'm telling you. Okay, so new moon in Cancer says there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be, why can I not read? This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving house. If you're hoping to move forwards with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your heart's desire. It says make sure you put family first. Other meanings for this card, possible meanings, right? Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for your child or children. It's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. And look at that, because he's in the water, right? Which, even though you're an air sign, you're the water bearer, right? Oftentimes people get confused and think Aquarius is a water sign. You're not. But you are the water bearers, right? You carry the water. spending time in the water will bring you peace and answers. So it says the new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. Well, look at that. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and also very emotional. Saying that, the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer. It's one of her 2 home signs along with Taurus. So whenever you pull it, this card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor, and it's especially positive for family matters. Now let's take a look at new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Again, you're the only one so far that got 2. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign. If there is something you want to happen in your life, take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is a time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for. But the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution: don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. It says don't even think about giving up. Other meanings for this card: do your best and be happy with that. Avoid being brash right now. You need a 12-month plan. That's come up for a few signs actually in this round of readings. A new male is coming into your life, which is interesting, right? Because the Emperor did show up, right? And the Emperor is the husband and father energy of the tarot. So it could be a new masculine energy coming into your life, okay? It says Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so the new moon in Aries is the first of the 12 or 13 new moons of the year. If you're committed to working with all the lunations, then the new moon in Aries is the right time to start, and drawing this card, no matter when you do, signifies it's also the ideal time to start your moon work, such as setting intentions. I literally just said that in Capricorn's reading. I really think, Aquarius, y'all need to go back and watch Capricorn, since there was a lot of overlap between those 2 readings, especially if you have a Capricorn placement and especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, okay? If the reading resonated, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You can book this reading specifically. It's a new moon reading on my site, which will be in the description box. Bye, Aquas.